Is your dog growling, snapping, or barking and you don't know why? Well, good news, because aggression is not a personality trait. Aggression is a behavior trait, and behaviors can be trained. In this video, we're going to be going over why your dog is having that behavior, what not to do, and why training helps, okay? First thing we're going to go over today is why your dog is behaving like that. There's 5 reasons why your dog could possibly be behaving like that. Once we pinpoint which one your dog is doing, that will be easier to see the end goal. The first reason is because your dog is scared. In dog trainer terms, we call it fear-based training. I'm sorry, fear-based aggression, okay? When your dog has fear-based aggression, they're either going to try to run away from something, or they may even run towards something in hopes of making that thing disappear, okay? The goal for a dog when they are scared of something is to get that thing out of their sight, okay? The next thing that can be making your dog reactive or aggressive is resource guarding. Okay, if your dog is resource guarding, they're normally not going to be barking at this moment. They're most likely going to be growling or snapping if you get too close. They could be guarding you, they're human, they could be guarding a toy or their food. The next thing is territorial aggression. Territorial aggression is when a dog is guarding a room or they are guarding an area. That is territorial aggression. They want to make sure that nobody can enter their space. Okay, the fourth thing is lack of leadership or structure inside the home. If there's no leadership, the dog is going to take that role as the leader. If there's no structure, the dog is going to let everybody know what they should be doing, okay? Lack of leadership and structure. The last thing that could be making your dog aggressive or reactive is inconsistent boundaries. Let's say today you let your dog jump on the couch, and tomorrow you say you're not allowed on the couch. The next day after that, the dog just jumps on the couch. But the day after that, you say, hey, no, you're not allowed on the couch. And now the dog starts to growl at you. It's because you have created inconsistent boundaries, all right? So once again, once you realize which one of these things is making your dog reactive or aggressive, it will make training a lot more simpler. But why training? Why would you have to train a dog who is scared? Why would you have to train a dog who just wants to guard his food? The dog should be able to want to keep their own food. Why would you train a dog who doesn't allow anybody onto his property, even your grandmother, or even your kids or nephews? Why does it help? The first reason why training helps is it builds trust and communication. All right? When you build trust and communication, you can knock out a lot of obedience just with that alone. You can knock out a lot of aggression just with that alone. I'm sorry. The next thing you want to do is, the next thing that's going to help it's going to replace reactivity with routine. When you replace reactivity with routine, as of right now, every time your dog sees another dog, they always bark at them. Well, the two key words in that sentence is every and always. So we can replace that every time your dog sees another dog, they always know to look at you to ask what should they do. We have now replaced reactivity with routine. The third thing that this is going to help you with is going to also help your dog with expectation. It's going to help you give your dog expectations. If your dog does not know what to do, it is not fair for us to expect for them to know what we want them to do, okay? But with clear training, we can give them expectations and make it simpler. Now, dogs are opportunists. So I'm not saying that will be 100%. A dog will always maybe try something. But if they already expect to know what to do, or you already gave them clear expectations, you have way less problems. The last thing is it helps you be more calm and confident. Now, if you start off being calm and confident, you can knock a lot of these out easily. All right? That's the hardest thing to do when you have a dog that's barking on the leash, especially if you're a small person with a big dog. It's very hard to be calm and confident, but I promise you, if you stay calm and confident, it will help you think throughout that whole situation, and you will de-escalate it a lot quicker. All right? Speaking of being calm and confident, what should we not do when our dogs are being reactive or aggressive? The first thing we want to not do when our dogs are being reactive or aggressive is yell. And because there's two number ones, because these are both equally important. We do not want to yell, and we do not want to punish. We do not want to yell at them, we do not want to punish them, because if you are yelling at them, dogs can already hear you, no matter if they're barking or not. The only way a dog has a harder time hearing you is if they're 4 or 5 houses down, okay? But if your dog is right next to you, you do not have to yell to get their attention. You're just causing more stress when you're yelling at them. And when you're punishing them, 9 times out of 10, you're watching this video because you don't know how to punish them correctly. So when you punish them, you are now causing more stress to the situation, okay? Do not yell or punish your dog in the moment that they are reactive or being aggressive. The second thing that you do not want to do is avoid the situation. If you avoid the issue, that's not going to be fair to you or your dog, because this is going to be something as simple as if you want to take your dogs on walks, but you cannot because they pull too much, because every time they see another dog, they're barking, they're lunging. But if you say, hey, I'm not going to take you on any walks anymore, you're just going to hang out in the yard or in the backyard, that's not really fair to the dog, and I'm pretty sure that's not really fair to you, because you didn't get the dog for them to be cooped up in the house or in the backyard. So we cannot avoid the issue, we have to take it head on. The last thing we do not want to do, let's say you are training your dog, you are making progress. You do not want to push your dog too far. All right. If you plan a trip to Home Depot because your dog is doing really good and you want to get him more exposure, if it takes you 20 minutes to take your dog to the car, load your dog up, and 20 minutes to get to Home Depot, and then 5 minutes to get from your car into the Home Depot store. But then it takes you 2 minutes to reach your goal of what you came out to do that day. It is now time to pack up and go home. Do not stay there for a longer period. If you had a goal in mind and you accomplished that, go home immediately and give your dog all the love and rewards you can, okay? Now, with all this being said, my conclusion for you is that aggression is real. And it's serious. And I know that's horrible grammar. It's fixable. It's trainable. It's manageable. Alright. I hope this video helped you out. And if it did, please like and share. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I am going to be posting more videos like this that help out. And I may post some demos depending on what you guys are asking me to show you or what you're planning on me to do. If you guys don't ask me to do anything, I'm just going to keep posting a lot of videos like this, because I know somebody out there isn't commenting, but it is helping them out a ton. So I'm going to tell you guys like how I tell the families that I help. I'm horrible at saying goodbye, so I'm going to just leave.